game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us in the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UAB Blazers offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveball.
There he goes. The 40, at the 30. The tag. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Touchdown, Blazers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hoosiers offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yet defenses, I feel bad for that. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the former. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly to the tight end. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Intercepted to stop the threat. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Blazers will have it 1st and 10. Running to the left. And some room to work. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UAB.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. On 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try it over the left side. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
He'll take a shot. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They'll go to the ground. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Blazers are on the move. The give on the inside. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the single back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blazers have it with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Rhodes. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hoosiers with the first and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Snags it over the middle. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers have taken it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it in the middle. It's Rhodes. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won.
Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And they'll push that lead down a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the Blazers will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you...
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
Second down.
Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Hoosiers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on third down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You have some success with the bootleg, and now you got the defense on their heels a little bit in this run game because they're not sure who's got the ball. Is it going to be the running back? Is the quarterback booting and keeping it himself? Could you play action and maybe throw it? Nice job mixing and matching the play calling here offensively.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
And I really like...
Elevates over his man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blazers are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blazers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, UAB. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And free safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. How about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Let's go.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Took a shot as he threw.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
It's complete to the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Got his man quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Blazers want to pick up the tempo. They're working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Rhodes. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Blazers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy so much.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over UTEP. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this.
Found the seam on the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He wants to throw it again. Floats it out in space.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback gets past the marker. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. bringing it out. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Hoosiers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Number 14, odds of punting away.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win